Britain has a new government and an old problem. Despite a buoyant economy, productivity growth has been stalled for years. And if the economy is not making better use of labour, machines and buildings, the economic recovery could be in jeopardy. The question that companies and politicians are asking is, how do you translate this need for greater productivity onto the shop floor? One company trying to do this is Unipart, the logistics and manufacturing group. South African-born John Neal, chairman and chief executive of Unipart, has taken the principles of lean manufacturing, which were developed by Toyota in the 1950s, and gone one step further. He's linked the drive to cut the waste out of everyday processes with the personal development of individual employees by creating what he calls a faculty on the shop floor.
So when we built the Unipart University, we knew that that would be the place where we would be able to inspire people to want to achieve world-class levels of performance. And so originally we built the company university in 1993, and the idea was you learn in the morning and you do in the afternoon. But as the company spread to become more global, it was impossible for everyone to come here. So we created this idea of faculties on the floor.
Like every university, there's an element of continuous assessment. Individual performance is measured hourly against benchmarks and posted for everyone to see. But Unipart U also has classrooms on every shop floor and in every office where staff can go to learn about lean practices and examine why certain benchmarks might not be met. Here in Unipart's distribution centre in Cowley outside Oxford, the packing teams come to the faculty to resolve problems they may encounter in the course of their work. Ideas are taken straight out onto the packing line and tested. If successful, those solutions are archived in Unipart U's online library for employees around the world to access.
So we've got an on-site classroom called the Faculty on the Floor here at Cowley, and all of our Unipart sites have one. What that gives us is a real ability to take our people directly from the shop floor, bring them into a classroom environment, and then go straight back out and apply those same tools and techniques and the things that they've learned in the classroom straight back out onto the shop floor. So it really gives us, an ability to understand our problems in a classroom environment, and also makes our people feel a lot more comfortable. So our people, they might not feel quite so comfortable going out of their office, going to some sort of away day meeting where they're all sat in a formalised meeting room. They're in their place of work, they're working with the people that they know, and they're able to go out straight away, and if they've got a fantastic idea, let's check that, let's go out and try that now, they can go straight away, within 5 minutes they're doing it.
The data collected from the learning and problem-solving sessions is being used to develop a consultancy business to help other companies to learn how to work lean.
We've got one of our clients that faced a problem around the way they store their ladders. And so our teams have been in to help them to apply the Unipart way to solve that problem. They can make their process much more efficient, they can make it safer, they can make it better for their employees. And the output of that problem-solving session was actually that they saved 9 man-days of capacity a year. And the really powerful thing is everybody else in all the rest of the depots across the country can utilise that experience that's on the Unipart way online.
John Neal argues that the answer to Britain's productivity puzzle lies in engaging workers.
So the idea is that people solve problems at their own level. And that makes the business a lot more efficient, because solving problems at the lowest level in the company rather than pushing them up to the top means the problems actually get solved in a way that makes sense to the men and women who are working in the process. The scale of productivity gain will depend on the organizations that you go into. In some, we'll be able to work with the people in the business to achieve productivity gains of about 40% in the first 12 months. In the areas of Unipart where we've been doing it for a very, very long time, we still seek to get productivity gains of between 5 and 10% every year.
If the solution to our productivity problem is so obvious, why have only 13% of industrial companies adopted the best-known lean practices?
The main reason why many of these practices are not implemented is resistance to change. To sustain the Unipart way is very, very difficult. Less than 10% of companies that embark on what are often called lean journeys sustain it because the grass grows back. There are no trade-offs. But you have to make a long-term commitment. This will never work as a series of short-term tactical actions. That's when people do that, it then fails.
Britain's economy may be recovering, but it still has a productivity problem. It's techniques such as those deployed by Unipart which may help to address those issues. But the question is whether other companies will have the determination to persevere with those techniques. Peggy Hollinger, Financial Times, Oxford.